Once we exit this cave, we'll be in the Kvaris region proper. Brace yourselves.
Got it.
Above you!
Dolls unit! We haven't seen this type before.
We don't know how it will attack. Watch it carefully.
Trial start. Success. Trial start. Success.
So this is the Kvaris region.
What's this thing? Don't move! Who goes there? What are you doing here? Huh? Ilma? We found you! You're Ilma, right? Mission complete already? Hold on. I'm Mary, Ilma's little sister. You mean, you people know Ilma? Oh, that's it. So you're siblings. That's why you look so much alike.
Which means you're the little sister Crawford was in contact with, right?
Yeah, he couldn't get a hold of Ilma, so he called me, I guess. Makes sense. So, who are you? We came here from Central City to look for Ilma. You came all that way? Well, we can't just stand around here and talk. I'll show you to our lodge.
Trial start. Success.
I'm back!
Hey, Mary. Oh, we've got guests?
Oh, are you Ilma? That's Kuka, my older brother.
Nice to meet you.
Surprising, right? There are 5 of us. 5? Yeah, from oldest to youngest, there's Tyvis, Tuli, then Ilma, Kuka, and me. Oh, wow.
Are you the only one who lives here?
Yes. Our parents died when we were young, so our grandpa raised us instead. But
He passed away a little while ago, too. Oh, I'm sorry.
knows about his whereabouts? Places he's likely to go, for example?
No. Even us siblings never really know what's going through his head. He always shuts himself up here in the lodge doing research. Every once in a while, he'll go out to investigate something and then vanish. Which is why we weren't really concerned at first.
Well, either way, we're here to help you find him.
Good to hear. We were having a rough time of it on our own.
It's nice of you to offer, but we couldn't possibly trouble you.
Huh?
This is a family problem, so we'll take care of it ourselves.
But...
Kvaris and Thule are out looking for him. It's okay. There's no need to worry. They know every nook and cranny of the Kvaris region. Besides, if you went, you'd need someone to guide you. Kvaris and Thule should be back before sunset. You should just wait here. I'll whip you up something to eat. You must be hungry.
Does she not trust us or something?
Sorry, we don't have much contact with outsiders. I think Mary just doesn't know how to let her walls down.
Oh. Hey, what should we do? We can't just leave things as is. Yeah, exactly. An Ark's defender has gone missing. We can't very well twiddle our thumbs.
That's right. We have a mission to accomplish. I don't see any problem with us following the orders we were given.
Sorry to drag you into this. We'll leave finding Ilma up to you then.
Mary said your brothers were out searching, right? Do you know what areas they headed to?
Pretty sure Thule said he was gonna look at the research facility. I think Kvaris headed toward Lost Central.
Lost Central?
Oh, it's the old capital.
I see. Okay. Let's go meet up with them.
Thanks, Kuka. Okay, we're off. Tell Mary we'll be back before dinner time.
You want to know more about Ilma? Our grandpa was a researcher too. Guess Ilma took up his research for him. It's all kinda over my head, but if it helps you out at all, feel free to look at it.
Wait, this is...
It's the robot that was with Mary. Ilma's name is written on the back of it. It appears to be autonomous. How does it move, I wonder? There's quite a bit of data on the dolls here. These are materials pertaining to Lost Central.
Did you learn anything?
It looks like there are a few buildings throughout the Kvaris region that lie in ruins. I'm thinking Ilma might be somewhere in one of those places.
Got it. A grave.
It must be for their family members.
These are beautiful flowers. They take really good care of the gravesite. Let's get going.
Is that so?
Is that so?
Yes.
That's great.
Trial start. Success.
There are so many dolls around. I wonder if Ilma's okay.
Ilma may be an Arcs defender, but I'm still worried about him.
Come on. What's this? It looks like a doll's nest.
It's entirely destroyed. Someone extremely skilled must have passed through here.
Trial start. Success.
We've got guests?
Are you people from this area?
No, we're Arcs Defenders from Central City. We came to collect data.
Have you seen any defenders from this region? We're looking for this guy.
Oh, if you're looking for him, you just missed him.
Right. He looked strong, had a katana and everything.
Where'd he go?
Farther inside. It hasn't been that long, so you should be able to catch him.
Thanks. Come on, we gotta catch up to Ilma.
There's a possibility it was either Thule or Kvaris. They look alike, remember? This one has a browsing history. So, there are dolls here too, huh?
Are you...
Incoming!
Oh, right.
Trial start. Success.
Thank you. You saved us.
So... you're...
Thule. Kuka told me about you three. You're looking for Ilma, right?
Yeah. Have you found any clues?
I've been destroying dolls' nests while I look so Ilma doesn't walk right into them. But I haven't seen hide nor hair.
We'll help you out.
No, that's all right. I can manage on my own.
Huh? Hey, wait a sec!
You three aren't bad. Mistral Woods lies up ahead. Kvaris is there. Feel free to go help him. Once I take care of the dolls here, I'll head back to the lodge.
Let's check it out.
Trial start. Success! Trial start. Success!
We'll help.
Oh, reinforcements. Great.
Trial start.
You're Kvaris, right?
I am. Wait, how'd you know my name? Oh, you must be the ones Kuka mentioned. I'll block their attacks. While I'm doing that, you take them out.
Okay.
Die! Die!
Success!
I let myself get surrounded there. Thanks.
You know, it's not super smart to come somewhere this remote all alone.
There's nothing to worry about. I know the Kvaris region better than any of my siblings.
And yet, you let yourself get surrounded.
What's an adventure without a little danger? Although, I did drag you into that battle. I'll be more careful in the future.
We met up with Thule earlier, and he hadn't found Ilma yet. What about you?
Swing and a miss for me too. I've looked all over now. Where in the world did he get off to?
Isn't there anywhere you haven't looked?
Lost Central's about the only place left.
Lost Central. I heard that a battle with Dark Falls took place there, and it was encased in ice afterwards.
But it's impossible to get inside. The dolls around there are unbelievably strong. Just getting near it is a nightmare. I find it hard to believe Ilma went there.
Which means...
Well, It's dangerous to just hang around here. Let's return to the lodge for now.
Okay. I'm going to head inside. If you've got business to attend to, you can go ahead and finish it first.
We're back!
Hey, you're back. Good to see you're all right.
Tyvis and Thule told me everything. You helped them fend off the dolls?
Oh yeah, we managed to run into them.
Thank you all for helping them.
Don't mention it. We gotta help each other out in times of need. Need some help?
Sure. Thank you.
I destroyed every doll's nest I could find. I didn't see any trace of Elma, though.
Well, it sounds like we covered the entire region. If Ilmo were here, he'd have some sort of brilliant idea for us.
Except he's not here.
I know that. Okay. I'm gonna do another sweep of the places I already looked. Maybe I missed something.
There's one more place I'd like to check.
Huh? Where's that?
Lost Central.
Don't be ridiculous. We can't go there.
Sure, Ilmo was interested in Lost Central, but I doubt he'd go there.
That's the only place left, though.
It's too dangerous. As the eldest, I can't let you go. You always try to take on too much by yourself. Listen, we need to work together, or we'll never get anywhere.
Simmer down, everyone. If only Grandpa was here.
Grandpa.
Kuka, where are you going?
Ever since Grandpa passed away, we haven't gone near his room. But it looks like Ilma decided to go in anyway.
I think you're right, now that you mention it.
You all inherited this land from your grandfather, right?
Yeah, not that anyone lives in the Kvaris region anymore, so it's just a formality.
But we'll return it to its former glory one day, just like Grandpa dreamed.
This has been used recently.
May I? Looks like your grandfather gathered a lot of data on Lost Central. There's even info on its interior. Which means... There. See that? It looks like there's a side entrance into Lost Central.
So, you think Ilma went to Lost Central after all?
Most likely, yes. Do you know where this is?
That's just on the other side of Mistra Woods. But there's no secret path around there. I should know.
It might be hidden or constructed, so it's hard to see at a glance.
Anyway, we should go check it out.
I agree.
If you insist, then I won't stop you. It may be dangerous, but I'll protect everyone. Okay, head out.
I had a feeling you might come. You always creep up on me at times like this. Let me guess. You're interested in that place too? You knew that? Who did you hear it from? Lysis also mentioned this place in his report. The people of Kvaris gave Belladonna Ruins its name. They refurbished the large ruins that were already here and turned them into a habitable place. Its population was on the order of Los Centrals. It was considered second only to the first central city. And then, 100 years ago, it turned back into ruins again. Kvaris' technical proficiency at the time was far superior to Alio or Retem's. They used to make vehicles that would be considered advanced, even by today's standards. They poured out all that ingenuity into their fight against the dolls. The weapons and manufacturing techniques they came up with made them quite formidable. But even with that, they couldn't withstand the dolls' onslaught. They ended up almost completely wiped out. The reason was that their Ark's defenders were subpar. They relied too much on their superior weaponry and didn't develop their fighting abilities. The foundation of every Ark's defender is photons. No matter how powerful the weapon, without ammo or energy, it's worthless. In the end, all you can really rely on is your own photons and your ability to wield them. The Kvaris Ark's defenders weren't able to do that, and so they lost. Or at least that was the gist of the information found in Lysis' data. I only got to see some of the documents, but from what I saw, he mentioned the war often. Not only was he passionate about his research, but he was an excellent Ark's defender. At a basic level, all Ark's defenders need to excel in both martial and scientific pursuits. On that point, it's pretty similar to how Retem's Ark's defenders think. Neither Alio nor Retem have anything like the technology that Kvaris had at the time. But even if they did, they wouldn't have the capacity to produce it in mass. So they have to make do with the weaponry that they have. Which means that each Ark's defender has to actually know how to fight. There simply isn't any other choice.
I'm not seeing anything that looks like an entrance.
There was an image of this area. Wasn't it this wall here? Doesn't it sound hollow to you?
There must be a cave on the other side.
Step aside.
That's one tough wall.
This is the picture of it. I feel like something's different about it.
It does look a little different, but what does it mean?
You did it!
You did good work too, Kuka.
Dolph!
Here they come.
Trial start. Success.
Ilma.
Huh? You guys?
Ilma!
Ilma!
Ilma! Ilma!
Wow! You all came!
What are you doing here?
We were so worried.
Sorry. I was looking through Grandpa's research and found info on how to get into Lost Central. I was only planning to come and have a quick peek, but then some powerful dolls blocked the passage. I wanted to contact you, but the jamming signals were so strong I couldn't. Thanks for coming to rescue me.
You never change.
I know you lose sight of your surroundings when you're doing research, but still.
You're such a pain sometimes.
We were worried. But it's good to see you're all right.
Thank goodness.
And it's all thanks to you guys that we were able to find him.
Yeah, thank you.
That's not true. We all did it together.
Ilma, we need to talk to you.
And you are?
We came here from Central City to find you, on Crawford's orders.
Oh, right. You want the data needed to improve Central Cannon. We discovered in the previous battle that Central Cannon was capable of damaging Dark Falls. However, as you probably know, there are two main challenges. The first is output. Even if we can damage Dark Falls, that doesn't mean it's enough to defeat it. In order to achieve that, we'd need hyper-compressed photons, and also an accelerator capable of discharging them. The other problem is durability. The barrel of Central Cannon was damaged after firing off just a single shot. The barrel and photon accelerator need to be reinforced. For that, you need more durable materials for the interior firing mechanism. Although, as I already explained to Crawford, these problems can easily be solved by using the materials and techniques found here. So moving on to the problem at hand, farther inside this area is a place with some considerably valuable data and machine parts.
You completely lost us, Ilma.
Oh, to put it simply then, there's a weapon inside Lost Central that was once able to drive back Dark Falls. I found data on the materials and techniques used to create it, but I found something else of worth too.
Huh?
You'll understand once we get there. Everyone, follow me.
Wow, the vibe of this place.
So, this is the interior of Lost Central then.
There are dolls roaming around. Don't let your guards down, people.
Trial start. Success. Trial start. Success.
Where are we?
Lost Central's control center. This is the core unit. Well now, let's see here. You can all take a break. Central people, could you come here? I've hit a snag. Can one of you try to help me get past it?
Sure, I'll try. There isn't enough power. The backup is drained too.
Well, that's only natural. Here, use this battery.
I don't know if that'll be enough. Oh, it looks like the subunit is back online.
Great. Let's use that then. All right. I think the core system is coming up too.
I'll redirect power from the sub to the main. We should probably use safe mode just in case.
Right. Hey, you're pretty good. You really know your stuff.
The same to you.
Wow, she can understand Ilma.
Our Manon's pretty smart, you know. It's working?
Hopefully, yeah. Okay. Let's take a look inside.
Dolls?
It seems that we have woken them up from their nap.
Never mind. We'll take care of them.
Besides, I'd fall asleep if I had to keep watching you work, Ilma.
Trial start. Success.
Oh, there's so many.
Tyvis!
Mary, grab their attention. Julie, over there.
You got it.
Yeah? Hey! Yeah! Ilma!
You okay?
Wow, they're so strong.
Now that's teamwork.
We'll take care of this one.
Trial start.
You did it! Nice work!
Ha! That was a great team play.
Okay, let's grab the info we need and go. Ooh, it's just as I thought. There's a wealth of information about Dark Falls stored here.
Whoa.
With this, our chances of defeating Dark Falls should rise exponentially. Huh? What's this?
Grandpa.
I imagine that it is my grandchildren who have discovered this file. There is something I wish to tell you. As a result of analyzing the data left behind in Lost Central, I have found that Dark Falls was still in the midst of growing. In this unstable form, it was incapable of unleashing its full power. It is my belief that in the not-too-distant future, Dark Falls will appear once again and grow into its complete form. I do not know if this will be of any use, but I have left behind data on Dark Falls' attack on Lost Central. I hope that it may lead the way to defeating Dark Falls once and for all. Kvaris, Tuli, Ilma, Kuka, Mary. I was only there in place of your parents for a short while, and for that, I apologize. Forgive me. I hope that you will all grow and mature into fine adults. If the 5 of you work together, no one will even come close to rivaling your leadership. Treasure each other always.
Grandpa.
Thank you, Grandpa.
It's okay, Grandpa. We're doing all right for ourselves.
You were all a great...
I made you some lunch for your trip back.
Thanks.
Well, I see you've received the data. That concludes your mission, then. Thank you for saving Ilma. You have my gratitude.
Leave Central Canyon's renovations to me. I'll be working alongside Crawford.
Now then, please get some rest once you get back. Crawford, over and out.
Shall we be on our way?
Take care.
Come again sometime.
Yeah, you have to.
Okay, we will. See you, everyone! Oh, hey! I didn't know you were here. Oh, I'm just about to head over to the lodge. I promised I'd visit Mary. Nope. We're just going to hang out and talk today. For some reason, I felt like I knew Mary from the first moment we met her. I hardly knew any girls around my age until Manon showed up. Obviously, Mary and I were raised in totally different environments. And And I figured out why when I saw her break up that argument between her brothers. People usually got along pretty well in Aleo Town for the most part, but when they would fight, they would get so tangled up in pride and status and saving face that they would never back down. So I would always try to go in and make peace. I guess Mary plays kind of a similar role with her brothers as the one I did. Or like how I was always there to make food for everyone when they would come home tired from fighting. It's nice when people enjoy your cooking, but it's hard when food runs out all the time. And how everyone was always asking me to cook this or that. When I talk to Mary about that kind of thing, she can totally relate. So we've been talking a lot lately because we have so much in common. Would you like to join us? You wouldn't be a bother. But I didn't tell Mary I'd be bringing you along, so maybe it's not such a good idea. Yeah, well, maybe next time. Oh, look at the time. I need to get going. See you later.
Fancy seeing you here. Lysis dedicated his entire life to the revival of Kvaris. He spent every waking moment trudging through snow and ice to find out what happened. The rapid and violent change that took place in the environment during that war with Dark Falls. He left vast amounts of data in the Lodge study and the Lost Central terminals. At the Lost Central especially, in addition to files about the current state of the city, there were also plans for how to get it up and running again. To restore it to its former glory as the original Central City, and not just Lost Central. My guess is that Ilma and the others will carry the torch for Lysis now. But there's no telling how long it might take them. And one other thing. There was data regarding Central Cannon in Lysis's report too. Kvaris arcs also used the cannon to repel the Dark Falls invasion. The records indicate that nearly 100% of the output capacity and stability have been preserved. That incomplete file about the Central Cannon that was in the study, Ilma finding that is how this all got started. When he shared the report with Crawford to get his thoughts on it, he also started trying to see if he could research it himself. And in the process, he realized that there was still more data to be found in Lost Central. You know the rest of the story. Now that we have all of the data, we should be able to make progress towards restoring Central Cannon. Lysis really did put his heart and soul into building a better future for everyone. Yeah, we will. Everyone is giving it their all. Not just for themselves, but for everyone. I've met so many amazing people while traveling with you two. They all have that in common, even if their circumstances might be different. How else can I help the people of Halpha? That's what I'm working on figuring out.
Mission accomplished. Thank you for your contribution.
Oh, it's you. Did we arrange to meet today? Mary made this? And now that you mention it, I've been so caught up in my work, I don't think I've eaten for 2 days now. Maybe I should take a break. I think it's time for lunch. Thank you so much for bringing it. I need to thank Mary, too. Oh, yeah. Since you're here, could I ask you to do something? Could you bring this to Thule? I heard his equipment isn't in good condition, so I fixed this up for him. Well, I think you'll most likely find him in Mr. Woods. Sorry to put you through the trouble.
You need something? This is from Elma? Wow. He can be pretty thoughtful sometimes. Guess I'll go ahead and try it out. It cuts well. Thanks for bringing this. Oh, yeah. I want you to give this pelt to Kuka. Would you do that for me? Thanks.
What's up? This is one fine pelt. Thank you. Thule often gets food and skins and stuff for us. I was just trying to fix up Tyvis's snow gear, but I was short on materials. Now it looks like I'll have enough. On that note, I have a favor to ask. I'm really sorry, but could you bring this to Tyvis once it's finished? I have a lot of stuff to do after this, so I can't spare the time. You will? Thank you so much. Okay, wait just a second then. I think he's in the Danan snowfield. Please, and thank you.
Well, well. If it isn't you. Sorry. My snow gear's not in the best shape. Even I can't handle cold like this. So, Kuka fixed that up for me, did he? I appreciate this. Now, I can get back to exploring. I'll have to thank him later. And thank you for bringing it to me. Huh? You're going back to the lodge? Oh, wait a sec. Would you bring this back with you and give it to Mary for me? Isn't it pretty? I found it here. I thought Mary might like it. I feel bad for always making her stay home and watch the house, so this is a little thank you for her. Well, I still have some exploring to do. Don't forget to give it to her. See you.
Welcome back. I guess Kuka asked you to do something for him, right? Huh? They all asked you to do something? They really kept you busy. Sorry about that. Ugh, they're all so shameless. What? You think we're good siblings? Why? This is from Tyvis? So pretty! I'll put it on display in my room. I'll have to thank Tyvis later. And thank you for bringing it too. You must be tired after today. Here's a little thank you from me. I hope you like it. Sorry for relying on you so much, but thanks for all the help.
Who's there? Well, fancy seeing you. What are you doing here? I see. I was just collecting some samples here for my research. Actually, I'd like to go to Lost Central too, to continue my research. But Mary and the others yelled at me and told me never to go there alone again. By the way, thank you for rescuing me a while back. There was so much going on, I don't think I ever said thanks. At the time, I had no idea all that stuff was going on outside. Communications were jammed, and there were all those tough dolls roaming around out there. I had some food with me, and there were mountains of research materials I wanted to go through. So I thought I'd just settle in and try to escape when I got the chance. I guess I probably should have left a note, or something. I was reading my grandpa's reports in the Lodge's study, and I came across a description of Central Cannon. Wow, that sounds cool, I thought. And before I knew it, I was on my way. I have a bad habit of losing sight of everything else when I get something in my head that I'm interested in. I need to work on that. But at least it got Central Cannon on the path to repair, right? And I got a good start on exploring Lost Central too, right? So the pros and cons kind of balance out in the end, don't you think? I did, didn't I? Man, Mary really flipped out over it though. Ever since then, I've made sure to let someone know before I go out anywhere. And I always call if I think I'm going to be late getting home. I try not to go off by myself too much. My siblings used to all kind of do their own thing most of the time. But now they check in with each other more and go out together a lot. Ever since that one incident, I'd say a lot of things have really changed. That's good, right? I plan to start putting even more effort into helping Aleo now. I'm going to help with Central Cannon development and do everything I can to support them. And then the pros and cons should really balance out, don't you think? Well, I'd better get going. Thank you again. Oh, it's you. I'm just taking care of a little favor for Crawford. Oh, that's right. Do you have a minute? Since we'll be working together going forward, I should probably tell you some things about Crawford and me. Nothing as exciting as all that. As you probably know, my family has never lived anywhere but Kvaris. The only people I ever saw or talked to were my siblings. Every once in a while, some Arcs defenders from Aleo would stop by. But just to get directions or to exchange a little bit of news. The only other thing I ever saw was a vast expanse of white. My siblings are all pretty enthusiastic about Grandpa's old dream of reviving Kvaris. But for me, something has always seemed lacking in this kind of life, somehow. And then one day, I was organizing some data at my terminal when I happened to come across a research forum. As I was reading it, some data caught my eye. Come to find out later, it was written by Crawford. I happened to notice some mistakes, so I posted some comments. And the person started hammering me with questions. So, that's how I met Crawford. Well, I say met, but we were more like pen pals. Well, of course, I do. Hold on. Do I? I can't seem to remember his face. But wait, we sent our profile pics to each other once. My picture was kind of old. I heard that you used that photo when you were out looking for me. Really? Sorry, you must have had a pretty difficult search then. I know all of us siblings look pretty similar. If we had the same clothes and hair color, you probably couldn't tell us apart. Anyway, getting back to the subject. Even without seeing his face, I can pretty much imagine how he feels just reading his reports. I can tell how passionate he is about a topic or which areas he struggled with. I feel like we understand each other, even without meeting in person or talking. Even now, we still correspond about technology, mostly by writing. So our relationship has always been somewhere between just plain research partners and real friends. Lately, I've had more chances to correspond with other research scientists too, but their responses are never as quick and accurate as Crawford's. It's really made me realize all over again what an amazing man he is. Hey, don't tell Crawford any of this, okay? He'll get a big head about it. Well, that's it about Crawford and me. I bet a lot of people would think the two of us are kind of weird. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you about it. Well, see you later.
Huh? Are you here doing shopping too? Yes, I came to exchange some of our leftover food. The people here say it helps them out too, getting ingredients they didn't have. I remember this place used to be completely silent and deserted. Sometimes some ARC's defenders from Aelia would come to do some surveying or excavation. But that was really only once in a blue moon. By the time you guys showed up, lots of people were coming here. It was kind of unnerving at first. I mean, I had never seen so many different people. It wasn't just me either. My siblings always seemed to be on edge too. We were preoccupied with Ilma too. But then things started to settle down a little, and I started having conversations with them. And I came to find out they were all really nice. They'd ask things like, "Do you need anything?" and "Do you have enough food?" Some of them even treated us like their own children. We've always taken care of ourselves completely on our own, so that's what we were used to. But I feel like they taught me what it really means to take care of one another. Our grandpa always used to tell us to take care of each other, of course. But I don't think I really understood what that meant until now. It's not just superficial cooperation. Noticing when the other person is upset, or being able to ask for help when you need it. That's what taking care of one another really means. These kind people, and you three taught me that. Thank you again. I'm really grateful to you for helping us rescue Ilma. Yes, I guess we did. But if that incident had never happened, I think the 5 of us would still just be doing our own thing. Now, we know how to truly take care of each other. And these kind people, too. You too. If you ever need anything, don't hesitate to ask. We'll gladly do anything we can to help. Hello, and welcome! What are you up to today? Oh yes, almost 2L actually. Ilma is devoting himself to his research, same as ever. Tyvis and Thule are competing over which one can defeat the most enemies. And Kuka
often helps me with my work. None of those things have changed. But there are some things that have changed. Kuka goes out to do things with his brothers more often now. He helps Kvaris and Tuli fight enemies. And he helps Ilma's investigations. I've noticed that Kvaris and Tuli go out together a lot lately. Before, it always seemed like if one went east, the other one went west. And it feels like they help me with my work more often now, too. Helping me hunt tames or pick fruits and vegetables. I try to help them as much as I can, too. But when Ilma gets talking about his research, it's like he's speaking a foreign language. Speaking of talking, I chat with Aina and Manon a lot more now. Aina tells me about your journey together so far, and her memories of Aleo Town. What a terrible thing it is, what happened to her. But she seems to feel comfortable talking to me about it. She says it's because we're both survivors. And that makes me so happy. And then there's Manon, too. She tells me about all kinds of things I'd never heard of, having always lived here in Kvaris. Like different creatures and other environments. She's not as difficult to understand as Ilma, of course, but sometimes I still can't quite keep up. Oh, by the way, do you have a little more time after this? I was hoping you could tell me some of your stories. All right, just a few. Let's go back to the lodge to talk then. Just a little more. Oh, I didn't know you were here. Yes, to my parents and my grandpa. But to tell the truth, they were never actually laid to rest here. Not my mother, or my father, or my grandpa. I don't remember my parents very well. We were all so young when that disaster occurred on Mount Halpha, and we never saw them again. That's why we were raised by our grandpa. The one who taught us all about how to live in this snow country was our grandpa. But then one night, he went out in a blizzard and never came back. The people of Aleo helped us search for him, but we never found any clue about what happened to him. Ever since then, we've had to survive out here, all on our own. The Aleo folks recommended we move to Central City. But we had already decided to try and carry out our grandpa's dreams here. And that's how we ended up staying here. But things never really went well for us. Each one of us worked as hard as we could at whatever we were able to do. But we never seemed to mesh with each other emotionally. We fought over our goals and plans a lot. And we never could quite understand what we were doing wrong. And that's the way the years passed. We didn't realize our mistakes until Ilma's disappearance. After the three of you showed up. Thank goodness we don't have to live that way anymore. I'm so glad. Thanks to the three of you, I think we can move forward without repeating the mistakes of our past. Whether it's about Lost Central, or about the enemies you encountered down the road. If you ever need help with anything, just let us know. Because now, It's our turn to help you. There's not much I can do all by myself, of course. But with the 5 of us together, there's nothing we can't do. Now, let me promise you. Here, in front of my grandpa and my parents, I will support you in your battles in every way that I can. You can count on me.
Oh, I got through. Do you have a sec? I've been trying to contact Manon, but she hasn't responded. She's been acting weird ever since we got back from the Kvaris region. I think she's troubled about something. I hope it's just my imagination. Let me know if you see her, and tell her she can talk to me about anything. I'll try looking around for her too. Well, bye! So this is where you've been.
You two, is something wrong?
Well, I'm not really sure how to say this, but... Manon, is something troubling you? Anything at all?
No, I was just thinking. We learned a lot about Dark Falls during our time in Lost Central. It's evolving even further than before, and now we have to face its stronger form.
Yeah, true. But we'll be okay if we all work together.
Yeah. You've grown a lot, Aina. So different from when you stood here before. Unsure of yourself. That's true of both of you, actually. But even so, if we fight Dark Falls, there will be numerous casualties. That's inevitable. I'm afraid of this war bringing even greater destruction than it already has.
You're so kind, Manon.
Me? No,
All ARC's defenders on standby in Central City. Crawford has called an emergency meeting. Please come as quickly as you can. Over.
Then we're off.
Oh, Manon.
Allow me to get straight to the point. After analyzing the data we received from our investigation of Lost Central,
we have been able to narrow down where Dark Falls may be located. Deep within the Stia region. Thanks to everyone, we have completed work on Central Cannon, and it is ready for battle. We will lure Dark Falls out and fire Central Cannon as soon as it is in range. We can finally put an end to this long battle. That said, I imagine that things will not be quite so simple. The Stia region is the most dangerous one in all of Halpha. There are two reasons. The first is that the entire region is covered in large amounts of magma. The second is that the dolls there are much more formidable and more numerous as well. Our objective is simple, but this will be the most dangerous mission you have ever undertaken. Please prepare yourselves and ensure that we meet with success.
We sure will, is what I'd like to say. But I have a question. Are there any Arcs defenders like Nadara or Ilma in the Stia region? Until now, we've managed to defeat the dolls by working with other defenders based in the region. So if we can team up again there, that would help.
Well, there is a Vanguard unit deployed in the Stia region. If only we could contact them somehow.
Oh, we should be able to contact the Stia camp. That's where the Vanguard unit is based. I'll bring them up right away.
No, wait!
Hey there! You've reached friendly operator Naroshi!
So, to sum up, we want to discuss our strategy for defeating Dark Falls.
Yep. Gotcha! Well, you heard him, Commander. What would you like to do?
Long time no see, Glenn.
I heard everything from Naroshi. I have no objections.
Thank you.
Kanui, I'm leaving this matter entirely in your hands.
Understood, sir. I am Adjutant Kanui. And it's good to see you again, Crawford, Rosa, Aranchier. We will prepare a place for you to stay and await your arrival. Please, take care.
Are you two still?
No, not as much as before. We will succeed this time. We can't make the same mistake. Now, please make sure you prepare amply before embarking for the Stia region. Good luck out there. Glad to see you. I was just wrapping up a few Central Cannon details. Thanks to the data Ilma sent, I've been able to ferret out all manner of technical problems. And it's all thanks to the three of you. My sincerest thanks. You're right. I heard that you three and the 5 siblings worked to put it all together. How I met Ilma is kind of a funny story. One day, I saw that some anonymous comments had been made on data I'd uploaded to the library. The comments described errors in my work in meticulous detail. Incredulous, I re-examined my data, and sure enough, the commenter was right. Wondering who I was dealing with, I looked up the address. It had come from Kvaris. That immediately made me think of one person, of course. But I knew that Lysis, whom I had been in communications with before, had passed away. I contacted the lodge, and it was Ilma who answered. He told me that his mechanical skills were entirely self-taught. His free-spirited approach to problems was refreshing to me. I've been asking his advice on a variety of problems ever since. Including, of course, Central Canon. He's been working his way through the vast collection of research Lysis left behind. His ingenuity, combined with that logical mind, makes him second to none. I'd better work hard to keep up with him. Well, I suppose I should get back to working on Central Canon now. I have to make sure it's ready when we need it, right?
Oh, just in time. I'm thinking about putting together a report on the Stia region. See it? It's right over there. Would you mind if I run some of it by you first? It's a colossal volcanic island located on the other side of Halpha Lake. We have an advanced team exploring it now, just like Kvaris. Although it's been several years since they first started out, they still haven't been able to make much progress. There are 3 things in their way. First of all, the interior terrain is really rough. Second, many incredibly powerful dolls have been detected in the area. And third, communications between the advanced team and Central City are not going well. The interior of Stia is like a multi-story structure, and the team has seen energy plants in there. They think that dolls production may be going on somewhere in there. Yes. We're waiting on a report from the advanced team for more details, but communication is slow. The team wants to recon the doll's production site, and even destroy it if at all possible. But Crawford won't authorize the advanced team to do that yet. He's saying he thinks it's still too soon. We do need to strengthen the defenses of each region, but we also can't just leave those dolls in Stia to wreak havoc. Both arguments seem equally valid, but we just haven't had the numbers to manage both at the same time. The team in Stia keeps insisting something truly nefarious is going on, but they've been unable to act on it. Those restraints may be released fairly soon. We've been building up cooperation with Retemarks and finally managed to make inroads in Kvaris. The repair of Central Canon is coming along at a rapid pace, too. And it's all thanks to your help. We have no choice but to start putting more resources into the situation in Stia now. I imagine we'll have difficult battles ahead of us, so we'd better be well prepared. We want to do all we can to help, in whatever way we can. Well, I'll let you know if there are any new developments.
Is that so? Later.